back to my channel, The Sugar Sean. I'm back for another video, and welcome back to another letter that was sent to me from one of you. Before I get started with all of that, if you like lifestyle content, dating advice, fashion related posts, if you like commentary, you'll definitely enjoy my channel, so go ahead and subscribe. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified every single time I upload a video. And in case you don't know it, I'm actually the author of 3 books. The first one is called The Dating Game: How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. My second book, Breaking the Man Code: The Key to Unlocking His Heart. And my third book, Getting Unstuck: How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted to Live. They're all available on Amazon, Kindle, BarnesandNoble.com. I'll be sure to link all 3 of my books below so you guys can check them out. And if you want to work with me as your personal life and dating coach, or if you'd like to submit a letter to possibly have it featured in an upcoming video, send me an email to itscoachshawn@gmail.com. That's itscoachshawn, SHAWN @gmail.com. All right, so now without any further ado, let's go get him. Hi, Coach Sean. I've watched some of your videos and relationship advice, and I feel like I needed to send you this. Almost 7 months ago, I decided to end an on-again, off-again situationship of 2 years. I really love this man, and I stuck around even though I knew deep down he really didn't want to be with me. There were plenty of signs I chose to let slide. I had attempted on several occasions to make things official with him, yet he always had some excuse for why he couldn't or why he wasn't ready. I had never met any of his family or friends, and the only reason why he met mine finally was because of my birthday celebration. Mind you, he was being antisocial and didn't interact with anyone and blamed it on not knowing anybody, but there were a lot of people at that party who didn't know each other and they still interacted. I would ask for simple things like answer my texts in a timely fashion, don't ignore me, spend more time with me, and arrange dates and meetups without me having to do it. You know, the typical things people do when they're actually interested in you and they don't have to be told. I knew he wasn't right, but I continued to make excuses for him because he worked full-time and part-time, was in grad school, had a toddler, helped out his family a lot. He also had mental issues and dealt with anxiety attacks and had 2 relatives pass away in under 2 years that we were dating. It seemed like he always had something going on. Okay, I'm gonna get you. There's a reason why he always had something going on. But anyway, I excused all of that because, you know, we weren't official, and I blamed it all on bad timing and his circumstances. I assumed when things got better for him, he would finally make our relationship official. I was at my wit's end when he forgot my birthday and didn't even attempt to figure out what day it was. He knew it was coming up though. If I didn't contact him, he would just let the whole day go past. I let it all slide for him not attempting to interact with my family and friends at my birthday celebration because he had just gotten fired a few days before and was pretty down about it. I couldn't let the whole forgetting my birthday thing go though, so at that point, for the final time, I asked him did he want to be with me or not. He said he didn't feel prepared to be in a relationship because he didn't have a job and I wasn't going to take care of him and his daughter. I didn't understand that I've been around everything and that I've always been supportive. I had plenty of conversations with him, telling him plenty of times if he didn't want to be with me to just say so that I could know and go on my way. He would always say that's not what he wanted. I've always felt that he wanted someone else. So with the final no, I finally decided to let it go and realize that he never wanted me. It's no way someone is still unsure after 2 years of dating. When we ended, I found out that he went back to his ex and now they're having a child together. She's about 6 months. That really hurt me because I feel like that confirmed what I knew all along. He wasn't ready for a relationship, yet after he broke things off, he immediately gets his ex-girlfriend pregnant and now they're starting a life together. It hurts because I gave him so much of the space to tell me the truth, but he never chose to be honest. I never did anything to this man besides love him and support him. It just seems foul. I just can't seem to shake the feeling and I hate it. I hate caring. I just want to stop. I just want to know, do you have any advice for how to let go of the hurt and the pain? The thought of him making a life with her and moving on like nothing ever happened continues to bother me. Why does it feel like I'm suffering while he's out there living his best life? I would appreciate anything you can say. Thank you. First of all, I'm going to be extremely honest in this particular video, and if you watch my videos, you know that I'm also particularly blunt. This man has told you. This man told you over and over and over again with his actions that he didn't want to be with you, but you were so stuck on you wanting him that you thought you could change his mind. You already said it yourself. How are you guys dating for 2 whole years and he still was unsure? Yet he immediately gets with this other person, gets her pregnant, they're starting a life together. He was taking everything from you that you were willing to give. All the love, all the support, all of that. And he probably was gonna get some money from you too. That's why he mentioned when he lost his job, well, you're not gonna take care of my daughter and I. He probably was pausing and waiting for you to say, yeah, I'll do it. Because you were willing to do everything else. You didn't say you were intimate with this man, but I feel like you were. You were giving this man sex with no strings attached, so why would he want to leave? He was already getting everything he wanted from you. All of the warning signs that you ignored is why you got here. You're talking about, you never met any of his friends, any of his family for 2 years. He finally shows up at a birthday party for you that he didn't even know anything about, didn't get you a gift, none of that. And he doesn't make any effort to get to know the people that are closer to you, like your family and your friends. You were dragging him along the entire relationship. You defined it as a situationship, but then you also said that you were in love with this man. So which one is it? See, that's the problem with thinking that you can get into these casual, no strings attached relationships with men. Strings always get attached. When you're spending this much time with someone, feelings tend to get involved. This man never wanted anything serious from you, and you knew that. But you overlooked all of that because you wanted him. It is never your position as a woman to pursue a man. You spent the entire relationship in pursuit mode. I'm surprised you haven't worn your shoes down to the ground running after this man, chasing him like this. You keep asking him, are you ready now? Are you ready now? Are you ready now? Your proof that he was always ready was how quickly he jumped in the relationship with this other girl. He was always ready. He just wasn't ready with you. He wanted to be in a relationship. He just didn't want to be in a relationship with you. I'm not saying this to be mean or to be harsh or anything like that, but I need you to never be in a position like this again. He could have truly dogged you out way worse than this because you wanted him so bad you would have done anything to prove yourself worthy. It is not our job as women to make ourselves seem worthy of a man's love. They chase, we choose, okay? And the fact that you are running around here begging to get chosen, you are operating in the spirit of a pick-me. And whenever you do that, it turns men off, even if he did want to be with you. The fact that he can't express his natural born desire to chase you and you're doing it, it takes some of the excitement away. I talked about it in one of my books, my second book, Breaking the Man Code. It's like a hunter. The hunter likes being able to paint his face with camouflage. He wants to cover himself in leaves. He wants to lay on the ground and lay perfectly still for an hour, just looking for a chance to finally get his prey. And why would it be exciting for a hunter to all of a sudden be walking in the woods and the deers just lay down and fall down and be like, just take me? Like, it took all of the effort away. It wasn't sexy. It wasn't fun. He wasn't able to enjoy the process. Men love being able to feel like their game got you. Their charm got you. Their masculinity got you. He wasn't able to do any of that with you because the whole time you were throwing yourself at him. You should never be having multiple conversations about what are we. If he hasn't made his intentions towards you clear, that's your answer. No response is a response, always. Every now and then he'll give you some whole half-hearted, yeah, I want to be with you. But all of his actions prove that he doesn't. He makes no attempt to integrate you into his life. He hasn't introduced you to his mother, not even his friends. Most of the time, a man will introduce you to his friends first because, they know the game. They know what he's doing and they're all about him and they'll keep the lie going. They'll do whatever their homeboy tells them to do. They'll meet women over and over and over again and act like you brand new each time, okay? They'll do whatever their homeboy tells them to do. He hasn't even thought enough of you to introduce you to his raggedy friends, and you didn't see any of this as a warning sign. He hasn't tried to talk to your father or your mother or integrate himself into your life. I think this was a booty call that went 2 years too long. If you're not on the same page with the man and you see that right away, that's when you cut your losses. But you don't sit around wasting chunks of your life on a man to decide about you. You sound like you're young, you might be vulnerable, this might be one of your first relationships, and you don't know how these games are played, but a man's gonna take whatever it is you're willing to give. And if you're willing to do so many no strings attached things, he's gonna do it. He's gonna take all that you'll give him with no strings attached. Look how quickly a man can attach himself when he's interested. I think the number one thing you should learn from this situation is if a man is interested in you, he'll let you know a lot sooner than this. 6 months, he's already got her pregnant. They're already moving on with their life. He always wanted to be in a relationship. He just didn't want to be in one with you. And you got so caught up in what he was saying that you weren't focusing on what he was doing, but he honestly was telling you the entire time. All of the signs were there. You said it yourself. You ignored all of the signs. My advice to you, never do that again. Never ignore your intuition, that small, still voice that's telling you something about him is not right. I also don't believe all of the excuses that he gave you. I'm not saying that none of them were true. I'm just not sure that all of them were true. He had a part-time job, full-time job, went to grad school, had a toddler, helped his family out a lot, had anxiety. All of these excuses that he gave you. He is the definition of an unavailable man. He gave you every excuse in the book and you gobbled them up like Pac-Man pellets. Like, girl, he was trying to give you every clue in the world that he didn't have time for you. But I bet you he made time whenever you wanted to be intimate. You didn't say that's what you did, but I bet you the only door he was willing to open for you was the bedroom door. I have a feeling that that's all that he wanted, because all of these excuses somehow miraculously evaporate into thin air now that he has a new relationship. He's got a family and a baby on the way. This busy man. I think he was maintaining the both of you. And in the end, she was the one he wanted to be with. I don't think that as soon as y'all broke up, he got with her. I think he was always with her. And whenever he couldn't be with you, he gave you one of these built-in excuses. I got class tonight. You know, I'm in grad school. I got my son tonight. So, you know, I got this going on. I got this. He had all of these excuses for why he couldn't be with you. But you overlooked all of that. You said you kept letting it slide. You never let a man tell you that he doesn't want you more than once. And the more you kept asking him and asking him and asking him, you just lowered your value in his eyes. Once you learn your worth, you add tax. And you don't give discounts. You discounted yourself. You put yourself in a bargain bin for a dude who was always too busy. Now, don't get me wrong, he's no saint, but he was honest with you about not wanting to be in a relationship. The with you was silent. And I'm not saying that, like I said, to be mean. I'm saying that as a wake-up call to you moving forward. When a man makes you feel like you have to, show him, and a man makes you feel like you have to just keep proving yourself to him, that's a man that you don't want. You want a man to be doing those things to you. You were operating in a very masculine role as the aggressor, as the chaser. He's running around playing hard to get. I need you to make sure that a man is just as into you as you are into him. And if you don't feel like it's the same, then cut him off. He will show you with his time, with his energy, with his actions, with his words. He'll want to integrate himself into your life. I definitely recommend you watch my video that's 10 signs that he's into you. I think that video will be definitely helpful to you and anybody else who's watching this who've ever found themselves in a similar situation where you feel like you're the one doing the chasing. Watch that video. I'm sure it's going to help you build your self-confidence, increase your self-worth. Never put yourself in the role of a chaser again. Ask God to heal your heart and to help you to get over him. And stop keeping up with him. How you know she's 6 months pregnant? Stop watching this man. Block him. Delete him. You don't have to get daily updates on what he's doing and how happy. All that's going to do is torture you. He didn't want those things with you, and that's fine. He wasn't your guy. But the good part about that is the fact that your guy is still out there. He just wasn't it. This man told you from the beginning he was too busy and he wasn't ready for a relationship. He never changed up. You thought he would change because you was giving him so much. You thought you could wear him down and you didn't. I think a lot of this is your ego being hurt. A lot of this is your pride being hurt, that you gave him your best and he said, it wasn't enough. I like her. And I'm sorry that it sounds harsh, but that's what happened. You gave him too much with no commitment. The no strings attached does not work. You have to have enough of a sense of self-worth, enough of a sense of your own value and your own level of confidence for you to walk away from anything or anyone who does not recognize your worth. When you're not willing to walk away, when you say these are my standards and he doesn't meet them and you stay, you're really saying these are my standards. If you know that what you want isn't what he's offering, you have to be willing to walk away. When you stay, once you've made it clear what you want and he's not going to give it to you, it just lets him know that he never has to give it to you. It makes him feel like your standards are a joke. You have to stick with those standards. It doesn't matter how amazing you think you guys would be together, how amazing you guys would look together, how much of a good fit you think that you guys are. You have to be willing to walk away as soon as it shows you that he isn't willing to give you what you know that you deserve. Anyway, that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to thumbs up if you did. If you want to hear more of my thoughts and opinions on life and love, consider purchasing one of my books. As I said, I've written 3. The first one's called The Dating Game, How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. My second book, Breaking the Man Code, The Key to Unlocking His Heart. And my third book, Getting Unstuck, How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted to Live. They're all available on Amazon, Kindle, BarnesandNoble.com. And if you want to work with me as your personal life and dating coach, or if you'd like to submit a letter to possibly have it featured in an upcoming video, send me an email to itscoachshawn@gmail.com. That's itscoachshawn, SHAWN @gmail.com. If you like this video, you'll love my last one, so I'll be sure to link it right here, and be sure to subscribe right here. Till next time, later divas and dudes. Deuces, honey.